Alright, this is going to go over the distance flap of the foldable, or length, sometimes we call it, distance or length, is how long a segment is on a coordinate grid. The traditional formula comes from the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So you're going to see some similarities between what we're going to do and this. Sometimes it may be best to leave answers in radical form or simplest radical form, which, in real life, not so much, but on the Regents, sure. We're going to start it just like we would for slope and midpoint. We're going to find the distance between the y values and distance between the x values. So from -4 to -2, I would need to go up 2. From 2 to 8, I would need to go up 6. Now for slope, we'd put the 6 over 2. This isn't slope. For midpoint, we'd break these in half and then move that distance from our starting point. We're not doing that. What we're doing is distance. We're going to use the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. These two lengths are actually the legs, so we're going to put them into the Pythagorean theorem for a and b. So we're going to do 2 squared plus 6 squared. That's 4 plus 36. That's 40. We're going to get the square root of 40 and do that on my calculator. So about 6.32. Now we'll just have to put units because we don't know what we're measuring in because it's on a grid. Alright, so about 6.32 units. Alright, here it is again. 4, -2, 7, -3. First find these distances. So 4 to 7 is up 3. -2 to -3 is actually down 1. Alright, so we're going to do Pythagorean theorem, 3 squared. We can actually use the negative because when we take the square of a negative, we're actually doing -1 times -1. That's +1. If you do it on your calculator, when you do negatives, make sure you put the negatives inside the parentheses. I'm just doing this as an example, -2 squared. Okay, if you want, let's say, -8 squared, you want to put it in parentheses, then square it. Okay, that kind of gets rid of the negative sign. So 9 plus 1, that's 10. And then take the square root of 10, which is 3.16. And again, in units, because this is on a grid, we don't know if they're centimeters, inches, or what, right? And that's how you find distance. It's actually using the Pythagorean theorem.